Hello, my name is Gaurav Khurana, and in this video, we are going to discover something which Playwright has recently launched, and they are calling it Agent. And I'm sure that this is going to give tough competition to all the tools creator who are trying to automate what we do with testing, right? To some part of it. So what they have done is they have created these three agents. They are calling it, right. We'll explore today in this video what is planner, generator, and healer. Right, as the name suggests, planner is like which can do some planning. Right, so we give a site to this. It will automatically explore and create scenarios in a markdown file, MD file, right? And then what the generator does is it generates the playwright scripts using this. And while running these scripts, if there are any errors, then this healer has the capability to fix it, right? It sounds very good, right? Let's see practically how it works. Some things in this video I'll try to make it faster, and some things, concepts, I'll try to explain in a slower way, right? So let's begin. So we'll start with the basic program where I'll create a basic program. So I'll click on this installation and we reach here, right? So I have created a folder in my system. You can similarly create a folder anywhere. So in automation, I have created Playwright Agent Exploration, right? So I'll open command prompt from here, right? And meanwhile, you should have Visual Studio Code also installed, right? So we can follow whatever they have suggested, right? So this is command prompt, and I'll give this same command here, right? So what it will do is it will create a basic program and structure for us, right? Just like Maven we do in Java, and it creates a basic program, right? Where to put your end-to-end test, right? Yeah, it can put in the test folder, and I want this GitHub Actions as well, right? So you can type true or yes, right? So this will create a repo for me, and after that, it will have a structure something like this, right? There would be a config file, there will be some packages that would be there, right? And there are some test and test example, and once I run my test, I should be able to see 6. So this is basic how you can run your first program. And once this is done, I'll just fast forward this video and show you the agent part of it, which is the main thing in this video. So if you see, it has done all of it and it is telling happy hacking. So I am opening this folder, Playwright Agent Exploration. Right, so if you see that the basic structure has been created, I have a test folder where I have an example test, right? A GitHub action. So this test can run in agent as well, right? There's a config file as well. Correct. So now, and one more thing that you can do is I can show you first the tests, right? I can click on this testing, and because I have extensions installed, right? So you can go to this extension and search for GitHub Copilot, right? If you don't have it installed, please install it. It does not take much time. You just have to click on this, and this is from GitHub, right? And here you can sign up for GitHub Copilot, right? It's free. Right, once you see it, you will see something on the right side, like I see this agent mode, right? I have covered this in the GitHub Copilot certification series as well on my channel, right? So if you see, this has been done, and you can even install an extension with the name of Playwright, right? So if you do that, what will happen is, let me show you, right? Playwright has created an extension by which we can see all the tests over here, right? So it is easy for you to just select and run it. Right, so if you see here, the test have run successfully. Now I am just doing show report. Right. So this way you'll have a basic structure to proceed with it, because if I will directly start with that, maybe people who have not used Playwright, it can be confusing for them. Right. So it has created this report, and let's see the report. The 6 test cases must be passing. Yeah, so there are two test cases, but they ran on different browser combination. That's why it is showing here 6. Now let's proceed to what we want to do actually in this video. Right, so for planner, what you have to do is you have to give this command initialize agent, right, init agent, and if you are using these cloud or open code, you have to change this last portion of it. Right, if we are using VS Code, I'll copy this, I'll go there, and let me close this report by pressing Control C. Right, and I'm running this. Now let's see what happens. Right, on the right side, you see that I have this ask agent and agent. So if you are using AI, right, in GitHub Copilot, you must be aware about this. I have covered this in my uh, YouTube channel as well, right? What is the difference between them and how to use them, right? You can check out the small video. Okay, so if you see, we have run this, it is telling that it has created chat modes. Right now, what is this chat modes? And it has even added this MCP. Let's look at all the 5 files one by one. Right, so here we have under GitHub, there is something called as chat mode. There is a planner chat mode, right? So if you see, these 3 files have been created, and what has happened is, if you see here now, 3 extra options are coming over here, right? If you notice here, I'll show you that there are 3 options coming: generator, healer, and planner, which we saw earlier on their website, right? So basically what they are doing is they have created a markdown file, right, where they have told what has to be achieved with the planner. It's nothing but a prompt. It has told here that, okay, these are the tools that you have to use, right, browser related, basically, by which it can go to your website, web app, right, and it can take screenshot, it can read text, all of that. So those tools are defined. Right, and the purpose of this tool is written that you need to create a comprehensive test plan for a web application or website, right? And some of the tools which they want to use is planner setup page, analyze user flows, right? And you can modify this, right? For example, detailed step-by-step instructions. So, like, and they have given an example also. Let's say to do MVC application, right? It's a common one. If you have seen online, they have given an example as well, and it has created this file as well, right? In the video, official video, they have told that, like, if you want to have some fixtures and all of those things which you want to do before any test, you can place it here, right? So this file got created, seed.spec.ts, right? So similarly, we have generator. So this is the code generator where they have told that, okay, that like, let's do it, like, instead of reading all in one go, right? As I told in the starting of the video, planner can do stuff, right? It can explore a site, but let's see if it can explore or not, right? So here what we have to do is, if you see here, I have to select planner here, right? And I have to tell that you have to explore some site and create a test plan for it, right? So let's go to VS Code, and I can say that create a test plan for, and I have to select planner here, right, because I'm going to use planner. And the website that I'm planning to use is, I think, a popular website, Orange, right? I'm not using the site which they have given because right, we should try different things. There could be problem, there could be stuff, right? So I just want to test maybe this login page, right? So what I will do is create a test plan for this, and I have selected planner, right? And I'll press enter here. Now what it is supposed to do as per the documentation, it will create a spec folder over here, right? And under that spec, it will create that what all things need to be tested on this website, right? So if you see here, planner agent explores your app and produces a test plan for one or more scenarios, right? So this is what I think, where people are creating so many agents. What they want is that you give them a website and it will explore automatically and create a plan. In this case, what they are doing is they have broken that step by step. So firstly, you decide what you want to test, right? Various scenarios it might create. It can be wrong, it can be right, right? We'll see that. And if you see, we can give a PRD document as well, right? And they're talking about this file where we can maybe add our code, custom fixtures, whatever we want to add. And the output of this is, there is a spec folder, right, where basic operations.md, this file will get created, and it will have details about what it has explored, right? So for example, this site to do MVC, if you have opened, there is a button to add things, to add tasks, right? So it has created some scenarios for that, but we have not given this site. But similar thing should happen. I should have a specs and basic operations.md that should get created here, right? So if you see, it is creating so many test cases here, right? Both fields empty, what is the expected result, what is the step by step, right? So this can be even used for creating your test cases as well, right? Not only automation. If you want to create test cases, just open VS Code, right, and give that command by which firstly install Playwright, then give the commands that we ran, right, by which this got generated, and here you can get this modes. And I'll tell you one good thing is that in case you don't know, you can create any mode over here, right? So I can say, and I can give my name as well, Gaurav Khurana dot chat mode dot md, right? So if I give like this, you will see Gaurav Khurana will come here, right? So it is nothing but just a prompt, right? That while whatever instructions I am giving you, consider whatever is written in that file, right? So you can have your own mode as well. So that is also another learning that you can have, but that's not part of Playwright, but it's a GitHub Copilot feature. So that's what they have utilized, and they have given us full liberty so that we can probably play with this thing, right? So before creating this video, right, so if you see here, this file is not saved anywhere. I faced this problem last time as well. Maybe we have to create a spec folder here, right? Because last time also I tried, it did not got created. Maybe I'm missing something. But what you can do is create a specs folder. Maybe it is not having permission to create that. So I'm creating a folder, specs, right, and I'll copy paste this. And if it is not creating it, you can ask here as well that why you have not created. It will tell you the reason or might create it, right? So I can ask here why it has not created. Orange testplan.md. Okay, I'll create this file under this folder with the name. Okay, I can ask here. I see the file is not created. Can you share the content or paste in the file I just created? Okay, it has not created the file, but yeah, I'm not sure why it has not. Maybe it cannot create folder on its own, right? That could be one issue, right? So now it is creating that file. I'll just copy this and paste it here. Right now you see that so many scenarios got created. Right now the next thing is that we should generate test, right? So for that, what I can do is I can open a new chat probably, and I can click generator, and I can say create script for successful login with valid credentials, right? I just want to display only one. Maybe you can create for others as well. So here I have select generator. Now let's see what they have told in the generator. Okay, obtain the test plan with all the steps and verification specification, right? So that means the one which got created here, it has to read it, right? Use Playwright tool to execute it in real time, right? So what it will do is it wants to create test for us, right? So if you see here, it is executing all the steps, doing all the things for us, right? And it will finally create a test over here under test, which we can use probably, right? So all these things are modifiable, right? And again, they have given an example of a sample site, local host, and all of that. You can change all of this, but don't change these tools because these tools are needed by this, right, to make it work. right? If you see reliable tests, all the keywords they have used and given a good prompt. So if you see here again, it has not created the file, right? Ideally, it should have been created. If you look at the documentation, right, this documentation says that a suit under test should get created, generate test for, right, and we have selected generator over here, but it has not created, right? So if you see test, I see examples is the one which was initially there, and here again nothing is created. So I can ask, I can see still no file related to test that got created. So if you see, it is telling that yeah, it is not created, and now it will try to create it, but still I cannot see it, right? I have refreshed it as well. So I can ask, I cannot still see it. Can you share the content of this file so I can create manually? Right, so if you see that it has created automatically the code. I have not opened the site in front of you, right? And still it has created the code for it, automatically exploring it, right? So I'll create a file over here with this name, right, or whatever name we want to give, and I'll just copy paste this code, right? This is just one scenario. I could have asked it to create all of it. Right now it is done. So now it is telling that to run it, what we have to do is we have to give this command, and I will give this command here, right, and I will give minus minus headed to show you whether it is able to create the test for us. It has automatically done the what we generally call planning, right? It's not full planning, but yeah, it has created scenario test designing, what you call it, right, based on what AI has told. So running three tests using three workers, right? So I think it will run in the various browsers, right? Valid login credentials, successful login, yeah. It opened on my other screen. See, this is, I think, the WebKit browser that got opened, right? And this one is Chrome, I think, and now the Firefox will also open. And this is tested within, if you see the video is small because of explanation, it took some time, right? So it is able to log in, and we just asked for one scenario, right? It is successful. And let me do a mistake intentionally, right? So that we can see if healer can do some stuff for us, right? So I am doing a mistake of password, right? Let me delete one S from password, and yeah, that's it. And now I will say to healer. Okay, let me run this test first, right? And so that it fails, right? And I can remove the headed mode, so maybe it is little faster for us, right? And then we'll open healer, and once it is failed, I'll say fix test, and we'll see that whether it is able to fix it or not. Again, it is running three tests, three workers, right? So it will fail because this I have manually changed, but in the real life scenario this can happen, right? It has passed to. Okay, let me see if I have pressed the save button or not. Okay, let me quit this, and yeah, so here it is giving some password at this line, right? But I don't want to fix it. I will say here fix this test, right? So let's see if it is able to fix it, right? And here we are using the healer. Okay, I didn't show you healer. Okay, so healer, they have added some debugger and some good prompts. For example, you are playwright test healer, expert test automation engineer, right? You have to run all the tests. So here they are mentioning the tool name, what tool you have to use to run it, right? Then run debug, examine the error details, capture page snapshot, right? So if you see that it has provide the fix also here, right? That's what the intention is, right? So as of now it has worked well. So I think you should try and use it and see. If you see here, it has clearly told that okay, that S is missed, right? Fix the typo in line number 17 and right here. So and 17 and 20, right? Both the places it has told. So the thing, firstly, you will create these three modes, right? If I go sequence by sequence, firstly we created these modes, then it got available here. You can modify these modes, right, based on your things, right? And we face some issue because these specs and tests were not created automatically. I have created the main folder and copy pasted it, right? I think maybe due to some permission and all. And when we said that, it has explored this, right? And the best part is this markdown, which it has created so many test cases, both invalid conditions and all SQL injection attempt, right? So whatever you want, you can keep it. Right, if you will see that maybe many people might not know XSS injection attempt, all of these things, right? So you can use to generate scenarios, generate cases. It can be very useful for hackathons and even projects as well, right? So hope you like it and you can subscribe to my channel, and I keep on adding stuff here in this prompt library and other on my website, which is easy to remember, gauravkhurana.in. Right, recently I created browser related automation that could be helpful for you. So tell me in the comments how you are going to use these three modes: planner, generator, and healer. Right. Thank you so much for watching.